Hi everyone, I am Mrs. Hannah Angelin. I will be delivering lectures on the topic structural analysis. In this video, you will be introduced to structural analysis and how the structures are classified. Here we need to know what is the need for structural analysis. If any structure is subjected to any type of threats in the form of loads due to human factors or due to environmental factors, it causes a response in the structure. The response can be in the form of bending moment or shear force or twisting moment or deflection, slope, rotation, etc. Here, if we determine the values of these responses from the known threats, we tell it is a forward analysis. In case of an ancient building or monument which lives for more than 50 to 100 years, if the threats are not known, but we need to find what is the value of the load acting on the structure to rehabilitate it, we need to do a backward analysis from the responses which can be determined in the structure. And that type is told as a backward analysis. Here we can classify structure based under many heads. The structure can be classified based on the height of the building, based upon the material used, based upon its functionality, its usage, whether it is temporary construction or whether it is for permanent construction, etc. There are many headings. But structures are classified technically based on certain parameters. We shall see them now. We shall learn about classification of structures. First, based on joints, it is divided as a pin jointed structure and a rigid jointed structure. All steel structures are pin jointed. The joints are provided in the form of bolts and nuts, in the form of rivets. We tell the structure as a pin jointed structure. The moments are released at the joint. Rigid jointed structures are RCC structures, reinforced concrete structures, where the reinforcement from the beam goes into the column, the joints are fixed, there is moment resistance, so the structure is said to be rigid jointed. Next, based on end conditions, based upon the support conditions, whether it is simply supported or fixed condition. All RCC structures are fixed supported. All steel structures are simply supported. Steel columns are clamped to the anchored block by means of nuts and bolts. So we tell the supports of a pin jointed structure as simply supported. Next, based on structural framework, it is divided into three types. First one is a skeletal structure. Next is a surface structure. Another one is a solid structure. Skeletal structure, it has only members and no infills, such as roof truss, girder, transmission tower. Surface structures has a large surface. The thickness is very less compared to the surface dimension, like slab, shells, etc., domes, etc. Solid structures has predominant dimensions in all the three directions. It is neither skeletal nor surface structure. Best examples are beam element, column element, cube, prism, etc. Next, important classification is done based upon stability configuration of structure. It is studied under two heads. One is perfect, other one is imperfect structure. Perfect structure are said to be determinate and stable. I'll tell you what is the meaning of determinate later. Imperfect structure is studied under two heads. One is deficit structure, another one is redundant structure. Deficit structure is an unstable structure. Redundant structure is said to be a statically indeterminate structure. We learn what is the meaning of static indeterminacy and determinacy now. Before that, we need to know what is a two-dimensional structure and what is a three-dimensional structure. Let us take this to be a two-dimensional beam. It is a toy. I have made it to resemble a beam. Let us take these two other supports or the joints, and this is the member. So here, if I am going to take this as the origin, it has dimension along one direction, along x direction, and along y direction, and along the vertical z direction, it doesn't have any dimension. It has dimension only along the x direction. So we tell this type of structure as a one-dimensional structure. Next we shall see a two-dimensional structure. So here I have taken a small triangle. So let us take this as origin. It has dimension in one direction. Let us take the length, and there is dimension along this direction. So if there are dimensions in both the directions, we tell it is a two-dimensional structure. So let us take this as x direction. In this plane itself perpendicular to the x, I take this as the other direction. I can take it as y or z. Let us consider this. I've made it to be a three-dimensional structure. You can see here. It has dimensions along x direction. It has dimensions along y direction. It has dimensions along height. That is coming out from the plane. So it is a three-dimensional structure. Along x, y and z direction it has dimension. So you should be able to understand now, identify what is a one-dimensional structure, what is a two-dimensional structure, and what is a three-dimensional structure. So the basic element of a two-dimensional structure is always a triangle. We shall see the equilibrium equations of all these three to analyze the unknowns at the support. To analyze the support reactions, let us take these two other supports. To analyze the support reactions, we have equilibrium equations such that we can make use of those to find the unknowns at the support or the forces which are unknowns at the support. So we should know what are the number of unknowns at a fixed support, what are the unknowns at a roller support, what are the unknowns at the hinge support. So have a look at the equations. These are the equilibrium equations that can be used to find the unknowns at the support or the redundant forces at the support. So for a two-dimensional structure, we have these three equilibrium equations: summation of all the vertical forces, summation of all the horizontal forces, summation of all the moments is equated to 0. For a three-dimensional structure, if it is a steel structure, that is pin jointed structure, and for a three-dimensional rigid jointed structure, that is RCC structure, rigid jointed structure, we have these 6 equations of equilibrium. Summation of all the forces in these three directions is equal to 0, and the moments in all these three directions are equal to 0. So you should identify whether the structure is a two-dimensional structure or a three-dimensional structure, whether it is pin jointed or rigid jointed. Then you can make use of the corresponding equilibrium equations to analyze the unknowns at the support. For a fixed support, there are 3 redundants you would have learnt already. For a hinge support, you have 2 redundants or the restraints. For a roller support, you have 1 restraint. These are the directions of restraint or the redundant forces. So to find the unknowns of these values, to find the values of these unknown forces, we can make use of these equilibrium equations depending upon the type of structure. So we are going to relate these equilibrium equations and the unknowns at the support to tell whether the structure is a determinate structure or indeterminate structure.